Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am busy knitting the baby blanket for it's for Patricia. Patricia are doing the two little cardigans and the baby blanket for. And these are things I'm doing in the afternoon. And what I do in the afternoon is after I've had my lunch, sometimes from about 12:30, sometimes 1, it depends what time I get up really in the morning, what time I have my lunch later on. But it's been from about 12:30 today. And then I work until in the afternoon until I stop for to have my tea, whatever time I decide to have my tea. It's not the same every time. Sometimes it's early, sometimes it's later. It depends how hungry I am. It'll probably be a bit later today because I'm not that hungry actually to be bothered what time I have it. And then after tea, I'll be doing Derek's cardigan. And I have made just a little video to show you how far I've got with Derek's, what it's starting to look like. I've spread it out on my carpet on my floor because I have the back and the two fronts done on it now, and I've also just finished doing a little bit more of the tutorial for the put up, so I'm going to sort out the tutorial for the two fronts, I think it is, or the second front anyway, to put up on my Sheila's Just Knitting tutorial channel. So I'm going to stop this video and I'll put that little one on, let you see what Derek's cardigan's looking like now. This is how Derek's cardigan is looking now, and I've had to shut the curtain to do this because the sun was making stripes all up and down the cardigan. And as you can see, it measures 28.5 inches. That is just a bit more than 56 inches. But you do lose a little bit when you sew up the sides, so that's what the extra ½ inch is. So just have the sleeves to do now, but the neck and the bands, and it'll be finished and I'll be able to send it off to Derek. Don't know how long it's going to take for the sleeves because the sleeves will be a lot larger than what I normally knit. So that's how Derek's cardigan's coming on. Not be too long now, just have the sleeves to do, and then I can put the neck on and the front bands and then get it sent off to Derek. Probably you'll have it ready for the next winter when it comes. But anyway, like I'm saying, I'm doing little bits of this, bit crochet in the morning, things like this in the afternoon, and Derek's of a night time. When I finish Derek's, I'll be back on my own again of a night time. And when I finish these order things, I'm going to be able to get on with my knitting patterns again, what I was doing, and knitting other things that I just wanted to knit to sell as well. You know, that's what I wanted to do originally, but I keep getting sidetracked with orders and things like that. But I'll put that down in a minute and show you what else I've been doing. And this is one of the bags. As you can see, I've put the bottom on and I've doubled up on the stitches around the edges here, where the holes are, instead of just one. I did do it on the row where I went through the holes. I did it on the next row because it was a bit awkward actually, trying to double up because the wool is thick, and trying to get two stitches when it's as thick as this through those holes, it's a bit difficult. So I did it on the second row because I started off with a 3mm hook to get through the holes, and then I worked on a 5.5mm for the second row, and that was where I doubled up the stitches around the curved part here. and that makes the bag, as you can see, it's sort of coming out further away from the edge. That makes it so I can make a bag that comes out like that. It gets wider as it comes up the top. It goes wide so far and then just carries on straight up the top as I keep on going. So I'm doing this one with this is a green and white, green and blue, not green. It's got green and it's got blue in it as well, chunky. And these are they were hanks I had that was very thin. There was a lot of strands in it. I haven't got a clue what this wool is. They were in, like saying, hanks. And they were the few hanks I did have to wind up on my homemade Swift. I wound these up quite some time ago and I didn't know what I was going to make with them, because I have 9 of these like little balls. I think they're about 50 grams each on them, about 9 of them. And I didn't know what I was going to do with them because, like I'm saying, I don't know what the wool is made of. I don't think it's wool because I'm allergic to wool. Well, it's not so much an allergic, more of an allergy. I itch like a loppy dog if I wear wool. And it's the same when I'm knitting with it. I usually can't knit very long with it because my hands get very itchy and I start getting little lumps and things on my hands off them. So it's not wool. So I haven't got a clue what it is. So I thought it'll be handy for these. I'll use it up on these bags. So with it being like very 3 strands, I'm not sure what the thickness is. I've tried twisting it to make it look, it could look about 4 ply. So I've put 3 of them together, as you can see on there. It's not pure white, it's like an off-white. I thought it would be good to mix with these because the three together, if I can pull some out, the 3 together is coming out quite thick. So that's just what I want for these bags, because I don't have any more chunky in the white. I have some Aran, but the Aran that I was using was very soft and I didn't like it because I like it to be quite, I like the bags to be quite stiff so they'll stand up for themselves. That's the way I like them. So that's what I've done this morning on this, but I couldn't work very long on this because it was starting to affect my hands. And it seems to be the very large, when I'm using the very large hooks, I seem to have to put more pressure on, especially just when I'm doing these bags, I seem to put more pressure on trying to get it through the stitch, and it starts making a pain in my thumb and that. And as soon as that starts, I stop crochet and go on to knitting. Because the knitting, I can knit till the cows come home and it does not affect me whatsoever. But it only seems to be when I'm using the large hooks. I don't know what it is, whether it's the way I have to grip them harder. Well, I do have to grip them harder to do these bags than I do if I'm using the likes of this one here. Because I did 1 or 2 rows of this one and it doesn't affect me at all doing it on the with the thinner hooks, doing this sort of thing, because I don't have to put as much pressure in what I'm doing when I'm doing this one. So it's only when I'm doing the bags with the thicker wool that it seems to affect me. So I did what I did of this as much as I could this morning until it started. In fact, it's not just the one hand, it's starting to affect me in both hands, and it's something to do with as well the way I have to hold this with the base thing on the bottom. I can't just hold it the way I normally. I have to knit a few rows before I've got something to hold on to. And that seems to be affecting my wrist as well when I'm doing that. So I can't do as much crochet doing these bags using the big thick hook as what I would like to. So that's enough of that. And so I am just sitting going to do this as quick as I can to get this blanket finished so I can send it off to Patricia with the 2 little cardigans, and I have had a message from Patricia, and she's willing to wait until I get the blanket done, because she knows it'll not take. I've said it won't take very long. I know that blankets don't take very long because I'm using these are 7mm needles I'm using on it at the moment, and I know it doesn't take me. It takes me less than a week. I know it's less than a week for to do these sort of things, the blanket. So as soon as I have finished this, I will get it sent off to you, Patricia, and then I can get on to with my other things I have to do, the notion pouches, and then I can get them sent off with these bags as well, because I have a notion pouch to go with one of those bags, and that project bag I'm doing, that should go with the other bag. I'll have to have a look in my book to see which one's going with which. I wouldn't want to send the wrong one to the person who, I don't know, it's one's for Diane, I think, and I'll have a look in my book. I've got that many names in here and I don't know who I'm working on what for. Oh yes, it's Diane. Diane's is the smaller yarn ball and the project bag that I'm doing. And Anne's is the larger bag for 2 balls with the notions pouch. So that's one bag. That bag to finish, and the notions pouch, just so I can send those 2 off. And when I finish this blanket, that one will be sent off. And then I have a notions pouch I'm going to do for Sophia. She's not in any hurry for it, but I'm still doing it in the order I got the order. Well, actually, I think Sophia wanted one some time ago, but she didn't actually say an order. She just said she liked what I was doing, which what she meant was she wanted one. And then I have a notions pouch and a larger project bag, will be the same size as that one there for Mel. And I think somebody else asked me for one. I think it was Angela. I'll have to get on to her. I think she messaged me on Instagram about them. So I'll have to message her and see. So that's what I'm doing today. It is sunny on and off today, but it's very windy as well. And I'll be sitting doing what I can tomorrow, because I won't be in at my granddaughter's tomorrow, because she is going to one of those hen parties tonight, I think it is. Somewhere else in the country, not in the area we live in. I don't know where she's going, but she'd probably not, even if she got back home, I don't think she'd be in any state to be doing any dinner. So no, it's usually Craig, a partner, that does the dinner anyway, but he'd probably be going to his mum's with the kids, so I'll not be seeing Cheryl again till next week unless they'll end up here sometime during the week. So that's my little bit for today. I'm going to just carry on with what I'm going to do. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, as I could do with a cup of tea. I forget about things like that when I'm sitting doing these. And I suddenly realise why, my mouth's dry and that. And so I forgot to make myself a cup of tea. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.